A pleasant good afternoon and welcome high above the People's Court at the UPMC Event Center in Moon Township, Pennsylvania. Adam Gusky, Justin Piles on the call for you as the Robert Morris Colonials take on the Wright State Raiders in an Horizon League women's basketball matchup. Robert Morris 1-8 on the year, 1-8 in Horizon League play. Meanwhile, Wright State 9-2 in Horizon League play, 9-4 overall. And the lone Colonials victory this season came by Wright State, and at times it gave the Colonials fits. High left, Castillo, three ball up and in.
Well, that's one way to beat a zone defense. Shoot over it and make your threes. Nice job there.
Stover up top. High right it'll go. White to the near corner and then down underneath. Ball up and in for Shmari Hale. Hale, who looked very good for Wright State yesterday. She'll hand off. Up high, Jefferson to the high left side. Chappell for three. She'll can that tray. And we're tied at 9-all.
Jefferson and Chappell just exchange positions there.
Back to Ford's far boundary. Catch, shoot, three, up and in, and Robert Morris raining threes.
You make the shot at the end.
Colonials up by 5 for the first time today. Ball loose down on the deck, fight for it. Out onto the high right side where Chappell will pull up for 3 for Wright State, and that cuts the Colonials lead down to 2.
And Wright State's a team.
Castillo off of a screen from Palermo. Left back for Palermo and again for 3. Sidney Palermo, nothing but net. And the Colonials extend their lead to 26-21.
The Colonials really.
Raiders bring it back the other way. An opportunity to tie. Jump shot up and in, and it's a 1-point game. A little 5-0 run here for Wright State, and the Colonials out of sorts. I think Charlie Biscaglia is smart to use that timeout, rather 4-4.
And I think Wright State needs to give Frierson more touches. 16 points yesterday, just 2 baskets today, but not because she hasn't had opportunity, or just because she hasn't had opportunity. She hasn't had any touches.
Lob inside, and the shot will rattle in good for Tyler Frierson. Chappell free. Castro up high on the other end for the Colonials. Jump shot off the square, it in. The bank's open, and the Colonials down by 1.
Castro.
High left side. Chappell gets around Carrasco. Jump shot up and in, and that's the second time today we see a crossover for Chappell lead to points for the Raiders.
She's perfect. Robert Morris basket, now 4 minutes.
Forbes goes up with the left around a defender. Nice post move there by Forbes to get around the taller Frierson.
Good job simplifying that time, working.
Chappell off of a screen. Amelia gets the help defense nicely. Castro knocks the ball down to the deck, but somehow the Raiders able to get out of there with the basketball. Amani Jefferson scoop shot around a Colonial defender, and it's coming up roses right now for the Raiders. Up on the way to the rack, forcing the missed shot, and then she comes out of there with the basketball. Gathers herself enough to give it to Castro. Outside, Callahan, catch, shoot, 3, canned! And Robert Morris all of a sudden down by just 3. For Robert Morris. Augustin goes baseline, then kicks it back. Callahan for 3. She'll can the tray, and it's a 2-point game.
As much as Callahan struggled, great efficiency.
Augustin. She was looking for Callahan curling around a screen, but the ball was knocked down to the deck, and then Finn will get it back and puts up a 3-point shot from the high right side, and Robert Morris ties it at 62-all. That didn't even come in a victory as Augustin has the ball for Robert Morris, trying to take a little bit of air out of the ball as Augustin goes down the left side of the paint. Hesitates at the Horizon logo and puts up a jumper up and in, and then Augustin gives Robert Morris a 2-point lead, 64-62, and it's timeout time for Katrina Merriweather as she wants to talk offensive strategy. Robert Morris defeating the Wright State Raiders 68-65 to improve their record to 2-8 in Horizon League play. Wright State falls to 9-3 within the Horizon League and 9-5 on the year as the Colonials sweep the weekend series against the Wright State Raiders, and they did it with a very strong fourth quarter.